Hi, it's Saturday night, the 17th of October, and day 291 of my journey to business alignment. And because of this one decision, I'm truly living the dream, and it's been fantastic. My power statement for today, I wrote down this: I will focus on my email fix as well as my financial plan and do what I can do to complete them while my new web developer finishes the 3 problem tasks that I gave him to resolve. Once I finish my 2 major tasks and he's finished those 3 major problems, I'll be able to contact Ontraport so they can start the process of getting the membership system integrated, the forms and the email system as well, integrated into the website and everything working properly. So here's my to-do list I have for today. Small. I'll tell you why it was small. Bam, done. And that is, my most important task today was to finish the email cleanup process on my tnbd.org email address. Oh man. My fun task for today was to finish the research and type up an Excel of my financial plan so I can go over it with Kathleen tomorrow. And my exciting task for today was to get more tasks off the master task list of tasks if there was time left over. So today was an interesting day, I'll have to tell you, and that I wasn't able to finish that darn email task because it just had so many emails. It takes so much time. But I was able to finish the financial Excel spreadsheet for the discussion I'm going to have with Kathleen tomorrow, and so I can go over it with her then. My end of the day success routine questions ask, get honest with yourself, Marty. What did you do well today, or what did you not do well today? Well, I did wake up early in the morning and start my day strong for a Saturday. Did you start your morning with power? I did. Were you productive throughout your day? Spent the whole day up here. Absolutely, getting piece after piece done and getting those 2 problems worked on. Got to get them off the plate. So, did you get the most important things done? Check. Did you move your goals forward? Check, check, check. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? I showed up as the person that would serve me best. That's a key way of saying it. Do things that serve you best. What about your potential in your personal time with Kathleen? Wonderful. She was present for me. I was present for her. In summary, I asked myself, were you honest with yourself today, Marty, this morning? Did you keep your promises that you made? Well, I promised myself this morning that I would finish that financial Excel spreadsheet, and I did that. I also promised that I would get as close to finishing the email task if I could, and I worked on it all day long to get it done, and there's still more there. And so I'll be able to talk with Kathleen tomorrow about the financial thing, but come Monday, I'm going to be back on that email problem. So still great, still great. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies or instant pre-play, what I call instant pre-play clips that come onto the screen of my mind? My imagination just goes and I see things as I want them to be, as though I'm living them right now. Well, I watched my must-see TV favorite 5 movies this morning, and I watched a pre-played movie clip of me getting these pressing tasks finished up and then moving on to getting the appointment system working so that I can collect money when people sign up for a personal one-on-one coaching session using a little appointment system. So that was exciting to see in my mind. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? Another way to say it, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow? Even if the day goes sideways getting it done, you'd still feel like a success. What's that one thing? Well, the one thing that would make all the difference is to continue focus on my email backup problem as well as finish that financial plan. I got that done, period. These 2 tasks are really important for me to get done and off my plate before the new web guy gets his 3 problems figured out. And that's so I can be ready to call Ontraport as soon as he's done, and Fahad and I can get after getting those things ready to go. However, because tomorrow is a Sunday, I can pull back on all of this focus on me and my sharpening my saw and the website and everything, and just focus on sharpening my saw. And so that's what I'm going to do. My power statement for tomorrow says this, very short: I will focus on sharpening my saw and making sure I show up as the person that will best serve that goal and serve Kathleen. Period. Isn't that great? I love my Sundays for this reason. I can just turn off the pressure to get things done as related to the website and starting my coaching business and all that get done thing, and just focus on Kathleen and on my day so I can renew my mind, my head, my heart. Okay, next is, were there any mistakes or failures I had today or that I made today that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, there weren't any mistakes or failures today. In fact, after working most of the day to get those darn emails clean off my server and email marty@tnbd.org to get my financial Excel ready to go for tomorrow in that discussion, I was able to watch some football. and relax with Kathleen tonight. It was fun. So today was a great day. No mistakes, no tool of success. The next question is, what's your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was that I was able to finish the financial Excel sheet for going over it with Kathleen tomorrow. I was also able to further along my email cleanup, got a lot more, hundreds of emails deleted, and cleaned up, and reorganizing those folders so I could do more and be ready to go Monday. Well, the next step in my end of the day success routine is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today a 7. I gave it a 7 because I did work pretty fast at the speed of 7. And I think I gave today a 7, however, because I ran out of gas a little bit towards the end of the day doing that constant, tedious work of looking and reading email after email after email after email after email. Click, delete, boom. Man, oh man, I am hopeful I never have to do this again. It's great. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says it's not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs as to what those events mean to us. It's not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs as to what those events mean to us. Let me illustrate this powerful principle by sharing a short story with you. He was bitter and cruel, an alcoholic and drug addict who almost killed himself several times. Today he serves a life sentence in prison for the murder of a liquor store cashier who got in his way. He has 2 sons, born a mere 11 months apart, one of whom grew up to be just like Dad, a drug addict who lived by stealing and threatening others until he too was put in jail for attempted murder. His brother, however, is a different story. A man who's raising 3 kids, enjoys his marriage, and appears to be truly happy. As regional manager for a major national concern, he finds his work both challenging and rewarding. These 2 young men, here's the question. How could these 2 young men have turned out so differently, having grown up in virtually the same environment? Both were asked privately, unbeknownst to the other, why has your life turned out this way? Surprisingly, they both provided the exact same answer. What else could I have become having grown up with a father like that? Too often, we are seduced into believing that events control our lives and that our environment has shaped who we are today. No greater lie has ever been told. Again, it's not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs as to what we make those events mean to us. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for, the law of belief, which says, belief or believe are what separates a Mozart from a Manson. Belief or believe are what cause some individuals to become heroes while others lead lives of quiet desperation. What are our beliefs designed for? Well, they're in fact the guiding force to tell us what will lead to pain and what will lead to pleasure. They're the guiding force that leads to pain and pleasure. It's interesting, but whenever someone or something happens in our life, our brains ask 2 questions. Will this mean pain or pleasure to me? What must I do now to avoid pain or to gain pleasure? The answer to these 2 questions are based on yours and my beliefs. And our beliefs are driven by our generalizations about what we've learned could lead to pain and pleasure. And it's our generalizations or our chosen mapping, our thoughts, that guide all of our actions and thus the direction and quality of our lives. Remember, I've talked about CT-FAR. Once again, let me say what it is. Circumstances, thoughts, feelings, emotions, sentiments, generalizations, part of that thought, feelings category, actions, or behaviors that then lead to results. CT-FAR, circumstance, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Next, I'm grateful for Edmund Spencer, who said, it is the mind that maketh good of ill, that maketh wretch or happy, and rich or poor. It's the mind. It chooses either one of those. Perhaps you've made a few poor decisions in life or in a business or in your job, and you decided that those choices meant that you aren't made for starting or running a business of your own, and you end up sabotaging yourself, limiting yourself. This is called letting your old story, which really isn't true, but you think it is because of what you made certain experiences in your life mean to you. The problem with accepting your old story is that they usually become your limitations. for your future and your future decisions about who you are and what you are capable of doing. Don't limit yourself. Taking our old stories as though they are reality and not just our misinterpretation of past experiences will keep us in our box and limit what we can actually do. So I say, break out of your box. Let's look at your beliefs and see what the truth is and get on with your future. Anything is possible if you believe it is, and then take action to make it happen, to attract it into your mind, the portal of your mind, and then manifest it to the world of the physical. Right thinking. There you go. Another great thought to go to sleep on. I'm certainly glad I said it. So until we meet again right here at my laptop tomorrow night, I wish you all continued success. Until then, good night.